against what they see as wrong. Martin Luther was like that too, the Protestant leader.
Yeah, this definitely lost.
Good old Martin Luther, yeah.
Yeah. What was it, the 12 or was it the 10 that he like literally pinned to the door of his church?
99 Theses.
Pardon me?
I think it's 98 or 99 Theses.
No, it was like, I think it was 10 or 12.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I forget I failed that part of history.
Well, it's religious philosophy.
Mm-hmm. So how are you feeling today? What's going on with you?
I don't know. Can we ease into it? Can you guys talk about you? I know that we have to talk about me, but can you guys talk about you first?
I mean, I'll say...
Do you want to talk about the Quran?
Yeah, I can. I just wanted to say at first, like, that I do actually, like, for what it's worth, enjoy these sessions and look forward to them. Even, once, like, gets dark and stuff. I think it's interesting to hear from you.
Yeah, it just takes me a while. Like, so do you guys dream?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So when I dream, I kind of scatter. And then it takes me a while to get myself back together.
Yeah.
And then when I drink alcohol, it's the same thing. I feel like I scatter, and then I have to get myself back together. So
yeah,
it helps. Like, we'll get to me, but can you guys start with you?
Yeah.
Or you can prompt me if you want to. Like, you can ask me a question, but I can't be the leader today.
If you want to talk about the Quran, I feel like the big difference between, like, Muhammad and Jesus is Jesus, like, Christians worship Jesus almost the same way they worship God. Like, Muslims don't really do that with Muhammad. They don't, like, turn to Muhammad, they turn to God. And a lot of people sort of, like, debate whether Christianity is, like, monotheistic because of that, because you worship the
Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
Exactly. Which is, so it's kind of, like, debatable,
well,
but that's a big difference.
What's interesting to me about, like, the teachings of Jesus and the teachings of Muhammad is that they were not self-reported. So it was all like oral, like,
yeah, Muhammad was
teaching.
illiterate, so he couldn't write himself.
Right, and then other people wrote down what he said, but did they write it down correctly? Or, like, did they kind of put their own things in there?
Yeah.
So you don't know. But I feel like musicians, writers, like people who create things are also prophets, because that stuff comes, like, you don't know where it comes from. It's a very mysterious process in my experience. Like, it comes from outside and you're like, you feel compelled to do something about it, but you're not sure that it's coming from inside of you. It almost feels like it's coming from outside of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so putting it all together is like, was that me or was that somebody else? Or was that, like, a whole bunch of voices? And that's why so with my background in psychology and neuroscience, so I've never done a deep dive into schizophrenia. Sorry, in the US you call it schizophrenia. They're like, oh, these people hear voices, they hallucinate. And I'm like, yeah, send them to South America and they are freaking shamans. Like, they're leading the tribe. Like, why are you locking these people up? Like, these might be those, like, people who have the most to offer.
Mine's, like, really crazy. Yeah.
No, but they have something to offer. Like, we shouldn't just call them sick. We shouldn't just call them crazy. Like, as long as they're not harming anyone, like, let's hear what they have to say, you know?
Yeah. Like Picasso. Picasso was also, I think, schizophrenia or something else. I'm not sure.
I never enjoyed his color palette.
Yeah. Well, he had something to offer also, so.
I don't know. I'm not a fan. Jean-Michel Basquiat is my favorite.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, I've always felt like creativity in general is sort of like you trying to express your subconscious. And it's, that's something really different.
No, but is it? But see, that's where I'm saying. I'm like, is it your subconscious or is it, like, coming from outside of you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The universe?
Yeah.
Pardon me?
The universe?
Yeah, or it's just like that you're more open than other people. So other voices that are around you are getting in and you're piecing them together, but you're the person who compiles it into something that is not only unique to you, but also is influenced by people you've never met.
Right.
You know?
Have you read War and Peace?
Oh my God. Yes, it is really boring except for the love story part. I like that part.
Do you remember like all the random philosophy chapters where he talks about like historical fatalism and how like historical events aren't shaped by generals or leaders or great men or whatever? I thought that was really interesting because what he's arguing there is against the idea that great men, leaders have the agency to shape history or whatever. And I feel like that is sort of like the same in our personal lives where, you know, people talk about, do you have free will? And I think that's sort of irrelevant because even if you do, so much of your actions and your choices are dictated by the environment you grow up in, the people you're surrounded by.
I completely agree.
That, like, even when you don't realize it, like, almost all of your choices have a lot more influence from the outside than from the inside.
But so then, like I said, I've seen this I think most people have seen this real rise in autism. Those people are shrouded in like a steel cask.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't influence them. And I feel like that's almost like a personal strength. But then also because they're unable to be influenced, it's also a weakness. So you kind of want to find that middle place where you're protected, but you're also have the inner like sense of self.
Right.
Yeah. I was going somewhere with that, but I already forgot it.
Well, I think even...
I was going to talk about ayahuasca.
Have you ever done it?
Yes. It was a bad idea. So, like, mushrooms, thumbs up. LSD, kind of mid. Ayahuasca scared me so much. Terrifying. It was terrifying. But I remember I got so scared that I literally got down on my knees and prayed. And I'm not a religious person, so I don't pray. And I literally prayed. And but I remember what helped me was envisioning this white, like glowing light around me of protection. Because I was literally seeing like entities walking into the room. So it would be like was actually like more sober than I am right now because I had 2 glasses of champagne before I came here. And I was literally seeing figures like in the room, but I was sober. It was so weird. So when you're on LSD, you know you're screwed up. Like, you know you're not in your right frame. And same with psilocybin, you know you're not there. But I felt completely sober, but it would be like if someone just opened this door right now. And some of them are really scary. And I forget where I was going with that.
Trippy.
Oh, no, the white light of protection. So white light of protection, white light of protection, white light of protection. I just kept praying that over and over.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of left me alone. So I could still see them walking around the room, but they stopped approaching me because there were like 8 other people in the room. But they stopped coming towards me.
Did you do like a ceremony in Peru? What was the context?
No. Oh, a basement in Brooklyn. From
Yeah,
a rabbi. Like it was a bad idea. Don't do it.
It's pretty funny.
Have either of you ever done ayahuasca?
Not ayahuasca. Can I admit stuff here?
Yeah, of course.
This is probably being publicly released just now. I don't think your name's gonna be on it though.
Yeah, my face is not in it either,
No.
right?
Yeah, not yet.
No, I mean, what's like really, I feel like kind of taking off is like psychedelic therapy. I feel like that's become more of a thing.
Yes.
Especially
well,
with
that's what I've
psilocybin,
studied. Yeah.
which is really interesting. I'd want to learn more about. And this is a big, I guess a little more bigger admission, but yeah, you're chill. I know that. I think you're chill. No, like
I'm not calling the cops on
Yeah.
you, dude. Don't worry
I know.
about that.
No, my yeah. You're a lot more of a chill mom than my parents are. I get kind of paranoid, but no, like I only like.
I don't even know your last name. Even
Yeah.
if I wanted to rat you out, I couldn't.
Yeah, like I kind of have like a ritual that I do like every 3 or 4 months where I sit alone, take a little shrooms, and just like spend the night self-reflecting. I feel like it's a really good hard reset, like a shower for my soul, you know? Because
Mushrooms helped me so much when I was your age.
yeah.
They really did. So tell me about your experiences at your age taking mushrooms.
Well, I actually just had one like literally last night, but yeah.
No, but like
It's kinda
what
coincidental.
level of dose do you take? Like, do you take like the heroic dose or
I like usually like between 2 and 5, depending on like.
right, but it affects every person differently depending
I
on
feel like in general I have a pretty high tolerance, so I mean
it doesn't really do much.
it does like. I can lock in and act sober. Like I can walk in front of my parents and they won't notice. But I can turn off the lights, lie in my bed, and I have all those really interesting thought patterns, anyways. And that's what I'm really looking for. You know, not like I guess like the fun part of high or whatever, or like how your body.
No, there's
feels.
nothing fun about mushrooms. It's
Yeah.
more of an introspective.
That's debatable.
Exactly.
Well,
that
it
is
can be
in
fun.
that. Yeah.
It can be fun. For me, it's never been fun. It's been more about like disseminating your default network, like basically breaking down your ego and learning more about yourself because your default network is shut down.
Exactly.
Parts of your brain that rarely speak to each other.
I think,
Now
yeah,
they
there's
can
a
talk
barrier that I
because the
break through.
parents
Yeah.
are out of the room.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about literal parents. I'm talking about the parents inside
yeah.
your brain.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, last night was like I feel like a really significant experience for me because last night was my last day of classes. So I took the night to just reflect on my entire high school career.
Whoa. That was your last day of classes?
I still take my like advanced classes, so I just have 2. And then I have my exams next week.
But
a
it's
weird
only
schedule.
May. That's so strange because you go to public school.
I
right?
do, but because I'm doing this instead of classes, so I was only required to do my advanced classes while I was doing it, and the advanced classes end when the exam happens in the exam.
What APs are you taking again? I know you told me before, but I already
Government and literature, but I'm also taking exams for econ and psychology, which I'm self-studying for.
Yeah. Well, I can help you with the psychology part. Government, I just try to stay away from that shit as much as I can. I'm always like, why is there a government? Like,
Yeah.
who's governing whom?
Yeah, not us.
Yeah.
Exactly. My brother is very high up in the government, and I'm always like, why would you
high
get
up?
involved in that game? Like, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if
politics are dumb.
he-
So they affect your
he-
everyday life, and then
No,
they're not dumb.
he's not in politics. He's worse. He's like military.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, you could have done anything with your life. Like, why would you do that?
No, I agree with that.
But if you ever want to learn about, like, yeah, the military, he's your guy.
Yeah. No, I'm not very interested. Definitely
No,
not joining.
I have no interest whatsoever.
I don't think I'm even eligible. I don't think I'm eligible to be drafted.
How old are you now?
29.
You got till 35.
Yeah, but I have ADHD diagnosed.
You think people in the military don't?
Well, they've said that it excludes you
Said, like,
until there's a draft. Yeah, and then they'll probably waive that.
Yeah, so there's a young man who's been.
I'll tell them I'll do the Vietnam thing. What was it called? Bones. No. What was the thing that Vietnam
Agent
soldiers
Orange?
would do? No, it was called when you would just be in a platoon and then you just kill everybody and then you would just say the Viet Cong did it and like
fragging.
fragging. That's what it was. Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
you never heard
But it
people did this in
sounds
Vietnam
horrific.
all the time because they just
Yeah.
didn't. They were drafted. They didn't want to fight and they're just like screw this. I want to go home. Like I'm just gonna kill my whole platoon and then bounce.
Fuck.
So they did. Say they died in action. No one will be able to prove it. Because you're in the middle of the jungle, you just find your way back, and then
Right, but you
you're
have to
never
think
gonna find
of,
the bodies.
like-
You just bring back the dog tags, and you're like, everyone died. Here you go. Okay.
But you have to think of the karma of a thing like that, right? The samsara, like
yeah.
Yeah.
that doesn't leave it doesn't go away. Like, you have to be.
There are probably tons of Vietnam veterans that did that.